When you live with a narcissist, and I mean in a relationship, the thing that you have to understand is that a narcissistic person, a toxic person, okay, a person that wants to manipulate, control, and be possessive over you, your life, what you have, and what you do, they will breadcrumb you. They will not give you what you need, okay? Necessities. A lot of the time, they won't give you necessities, okay? Or if they do give you necessities like food and stuff, they will give you bare minimum of stuff. Because, for instance, somebody coming to live with me at one point, he came to live with me and he would only buy food. Wouldn't help with the bills. You know, there's bills to be paid. If they're taking a shower, there's a water bill. If they're using the light, there's a light bill. If they get cold and they put the heating on, there's a heating bill. And plus there's rent and there's taxes on, the home in general. Not to mention, of course, as well, the electric bill and other things that come with a home. Wi-Fi, if someone wants to play a game or go on the internet. Things that need to be bought in the house for maintenance and stuff, it's not working. They don't look at that. Especially if you're a person that is independent, okay? If you're an independent person, you're somebody that does things by yourself, and they see that you're capable of doing this. And this is the thing, a narcissist will target you because they see that you are capable of having your shit together. And you might not even have all your shit together, but you look like a person that is capable of maintaining these things, because that's who they target. They target strong, independent, capable people. They very seldom go for weak people, because the only reason why that would have somebody that is weak around them is to manipulate and control them to do the things that they want them to do, but they usually go for people that are more of a challenge to manipulate and control, or try to break them down into that weak person to then use as a puppet. Because narcissists don't see people as human beings that have issues going on, that they need to work through their issues and grow and heal. They see people as pawns on a chessboard. They see people as puppets. They see people as like animals, they're pets. Oh, you're my pet, do what I tell you to do. That's why a lot of narcissistic people don't like cats. I'll say that. They do not like cats. They prefer dogs. But the reason why they prefer dogs is because you can tell a dog what to do and it will listen. A cat does not really listen to what you tell it to do. It has its own mind. A narcissistic person living with you will only give you the bare minimum. And if they're buying food, don't get excited because they're buying food in your house, my darling. Whoever's listening to this, sir or ma'am, of course they're going to buy food. They have to eat, don't they? They're going to get up and, I can cook. Yeah, I'm going to cook. Yeah, no problem. If there's somebody that's living in your household and they're buying the food shop and they're bringing food home and they're like, oh, I'll cook, is because they might not want your cooking. They might not like your cooking. So they'll try and mask it over as, oh, don't worry, I'll cook, so that they can cook the food that they want and you eat that, Or they'll buy the food and be like, yeah, all right, I'll buy the food and now you cook. Because these people are just lazy. They don't want to do anything. They want to make it look like they're doing something for you. But it's all to benefit them. They will only do things to benefit them. A lot of the time, a narcissistic person will create situations and scenarios and try and manipulate and trick you if you're not aware, which all of us go through this sort of, situation of us becoming aware, growing and understanding how they work. They'll create situations and scenarios and try and manipulate you to make you feel as though maybe you're involved in it, or to make you feel good. Behind the scenes, they don't give a crap about you. They don't care about your feelings or thoughts or emotions and anything. But they have the agenda to try and make you feel as though, oh yeah, make you happy and feel good about something, so that they can benefit from it. That's all it is. It's just a state of them needing your validation. It's a state of them needing your praise, needing your dependence. They want you to be codependent on them, because really they are codependent on you. Narcissistic people are lazy people. They are lazy people. A lot of them are very lazy because they have to use other people to get what they want. And now let me say this, a situation where it's reciprocated energy, I do this and I get this, and you do that and you get that, that's different. That's an equal exchange. That is a form of partnership that everybody gets what they need to get to a degree, right? But when it's more than half for them and you're getting a little bit, that's the sort of thing that they have in their mind. They just have in their mind that it's fine because I'm going to win anyway. I'm going to get more of it than you are, so I'll use you. This is their mindset, and they do it in every single way. A lot of these people, when they come in your home to live with you, they come because they think about the benefits. And I'll say this, a lot of narcissistic men, toxic men, they target single women because they are aware that that single mother is more than likely, like I said, got her shit together. You know, she knows how to cook. She more than likely, in some cases, should I say, knows how to cook, knows how to keep a house clean, already is looking after children, so they will possibly be less, what can I say, less vigilant on what the narcissist is doing behind the scenes, because they have their focus is on a child or children. So let me just get with that person, because I know if I get with that person, that person's focused on all of this other stuff, then I could probably get away with certain things. Again, to benefit them. Lazy people. And you will never ever really get what you're meant to get from a narcissist, because a narcissist has no intention of fulfilling anything. They just jump from here to there to there to here to there. And a lot of these people are homosexuals. Okay? And a lot of these people are undercovers. Yep, they are gay men being covered up by your relationship. Behind the scenes, they are doing stuff with other men, but they come back to you to make it look like they are heterosexual. And let me say this, I don't have a problem with whoever wants to sleep with whoever. I have a problem with people pretending to be in a relationship with somebody and behind their back going and doing total opposite, putting somebody's health at risk. Because let's be honest about it, certain areas when you put your body parts in certain areas can cause diseases, even though it can cause diseases in the areas that we deem as normal. But just saying, you know, it raises a higher risk of STIs, STDs. And this just shows the level of selfishness that the narcissist, the toxic person, psychopath, sociopathic person, covert, overt person, you know, is willing to go to get what they want. They're very selfish, very selfish. They don't care about anyone or anything else, as long as they get their validation from wherever they need to get it from. And being that sneaky to do that sort of stuff just shows that that person's willing to hurt anyone and break down families to get that gratification, glorification, admiration, validation from sources. Because if you think about it, they're getting validation from the person that they're sleeping with, even if this is not a down low relationship, you know, somebody that is gay, on the low, but has a actual whole family with 3 kids, 5 kids, you know, and a job, and it's hidden well. Even if they're just cheating with somebody else, that they're breaking down families. a lot of the time, if a narcissistic person is cheating and they have a whole different lifestyle, that lifestyle is not perfect anyway. So it's not anything for anyone to go crazy about and to create so much drama about. And this is something that I had to learn. I had to learn that just because this person chose to have a different life behind my back doesn't mean that that life was full of roses. It was just a cover up for them wherever they were. They needed to create a situation, a scenario, as I spoke about in the beginning, to make it look like they had stability in that area, because that's what they do. Manipulative, calculated, so that they can get what they want. It's not because they ever cared. And this is just the way that they're programmed. This is the way that their mind works. There's no depth. There's no real care. There's no empathy. It's I'm using this person for now to get what I want. And when I'm done and I'm gone. If that person keeps on allowing me to use them, I'll use them. Otherwise, I'll find the next victim. But the things about these narcissists that is so ridiculous in my mind, and that they don't really think about, because they think about here and now. They're not thinking about 20, 30, 40 years later. Of course not. You know, they're very high on the list of as opportunists, and everybody's an opportunist to a degree. But when you're opportunist because you want to just use and abuse people, that never works for too long, because you get less skillful. People are awakening to people's tricks and trades, and also you get old, and nobody don't want no old man or old woman that is deciding to try and use these old, they say old dogs, new tricks, right? They think that they're doing new tricks. It's not no new tricks. It's not new tricks when somebody's clued up. But nobody wants those old people. Like, you're in your 40s and your 50s, and you're still playing these games with people that are aware of this stuff. It's kind of like, okay, no, it's not happening, darling. It's just not going to work out. Outdated mindsets. Patriarchal constructed this sort of energy, this outdated mindset, and people are waking up to this sort of stuff. So when they're going to jump to the next person and try and play this with the next person, it won't work. The person will be like, what? Bye. Scissors. Gone. Or they try to come back to you. You're like, what? No, scissors. You'll burn down the house before you let things continue in that cycle. The older a narcissist gets, the more capable you are of seeing who they truly are. They can't hide it. It comes from the inside. All of us are working from our internal dialogue, okay? Nervous system, mind, emotions. And all of this is how we perceive the world. And all of this is who we truly are. And yes, people wear these masks. Toxic people wear masks. We all wear masks to a degree. But toxic people wear masks more so. And think they're getting away with it. But somebody that can see through them, they can't hide a thing. They can't hide a thing. And as they get older, it becomes less and less easy to hide their internal dialogue. How they think, what they feel, and how they treat people. It will just be seen straight in front of your face. They won't hide it anymore. They'll do it in front of your face. So if you're living with a toxic person, narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic person, they will show you who they are right in front of your face, in front of your children. Everyone will see it, and they won't hide it. They can't hide it. They'll try. It's like a jack in a box. Dun, 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 dun. I don't even know how the song goes, but that winding mechanism on the side, that's exactly what it is, because there's something inside of them that needs to, have that burst. Rah. And what it is them thriving in dysfunction. They thrive in dysfunction. And because they thrive in dysfunction, they want to create that to keep their nervous system dysregulated, because they have not taken the time to try and regulate their emotional internal dialogue at all. And that's why a lot of, I'm going to say, men are by themselves these days. Women too. I'm not just going to bottle it down or class it down just to men, sorry, should I say. Because there are a lot of women narcissists as well. There's female narcissists as much as there's male narcissists are. But I feel like there's more masculine energy. It's just a masculine energy in that sense. A divine feminine energy doesn't work from narcissistic energy. They don't work from ego. They work from soul energy. But that's another discussion, another topic. A person that is toxic will always show who they are over time. It can't be hidden. It can't be masked. They will expose themselves, especially as they get older. They become more bitter, more angry, more negative. The smiles, the pretty face, the beautiful body, the hair, the nails, the makeup, the haircuts, the jewelry, the cars, all of that doesn't mean nothing. And you're just left with a person that is a shell of their self because they chose not to work on their self. And you will see that if a person is in a relationship with you. You will see it as if you decide to stay with the sort of person, which I wouldn't suggest it. I'm not telling people what to do, but the longer you stay with somebody that's like that, the quicker you are at risk of mental, emotional, physical, financial, spiritual health declining, becoming sick, physical ailments, mental ailments, financial. As I said, all those areas are affected around narcissistic people because their vibration is not an energy of reciprocation. Their vibration is an energy of siphon you, to siphon what you have, your goodness, your love. Because everything revolves around the narcissist. Everything. On my time, when I want something, I'm going to get it. If you don't give it to me, I'm going to have a bitch fit. I'm going to have a BF. I'm going to have a temper tantrum. I'm going to rage. Narcissistic rage is going to come out. I'm going to play the victim. I'm going to lie about it. Darvo. That's a great thing that they do. That energy of Darvo, where they pin it on somebody else. They don't hold themselves accountable, and they're a victim in this whole situation. As I said before, they will create flying monkeys to try and make you look bad in the situation. And I was going to be honest, okay, it takes two. But there's always one person that is creating the drama. And somebody might be trying to create that more peace, and then a narcissist cannot thrive in a peaceful environment. It triggers them because they're not doing the work on themselves. And if you're not doing the work on yourself and you're in a peaceful environment, you feel uncomfortable. It's like a devil being in a church. There's a lot of those anyway. There's lots of devils in churches. People that pretend to be something that they're not. But I mean, it's like a demon being in a clean house. They can't thrive on anything. There's nothing to devour. There's nothing to eat there. Nothing to consume. The energies that it likes to consume. So what it has to do is find another place where there's chaos, or create chaos in that place. And I always say the enemy comes to destroy, right? And that's the energy that the narcissist lives at. It lives in a space of needing to destroy, dismantle, break down things in the environment of a home so that it can thrive, so it can feel okay, feel balanced. They feel like your energy is off because you might be trying to heal and grow, and you feel that their energy is off because they're doing the total opposite. As I always say, that this is a choice in how people decide to grow or not. It's a choice. But it's also a choice if you decide to put up and stay with this descending behavior.